Hey, welcome back, Cloud Scholars. Today I'm going to be going over another how-to video, but this video we're going to talk about access reviews. I apologize, I didn't even introduce myself. Once again, I am your host, Kieran Tross, and we will be going over access reviews. Apologies for that one. All right, so here we have for access reviews. I am logged into the Azure portal, and I'm going to go to identity governance. And we get into identity government, there's a whole lot of fields over here. We're really going to concentrate down and come down here to access reviews. As you can see, in my access reviews, I have none. So one of the things you want to do is you want to click on new access review. Once you get to new access review, you need to select what you're going to review. Are you going to go through teams, groups, or applications? We're going to go to groups. Now, the setup and this are pretty much the same, either if you had chose applications. It's just really about how you set these up. And I'm going to explain everything to you. So review scope. We're going to say all M365 groups with guest users, or we're going to select teams and groups. So we're going to go select teams, and we're going to click this billing group. This is the only group that we have right now. And it's extremely important to use access reviews, because what happens is when you set up a group, you set it up, you add your users into it, you have help desk staff as well. People are constantly coming in the group, but they don't really leave the group that much unless you really have a find all setup within your organization with your processes and your procedures. But a lot of times when people are stuck in a group, if somebody gets promoted and they go to from one department to another, they're still privy to that data and that information, which may be confidential and they may not need anymore. So that's one of the reasons why you want to have your access reviews. So scope, we're going to say guest users only. No, we're going to say all users. And then we're going to click on next review. So in reviews, you have a couple of different things here. You have determine review stages, reviewers, and timeline below. So there's multi-stage reviews where you can have multiple people reviewing and giving their input. So as you all are learning things, I like to keep it really simple and then move to more complexities. So I'm going to take off multi-stage reviews, and I'm going to say specifies reviewers, and I'm going to have one stage. So it could either be the group owner, select the users, users review their own access, or managers of users. We're going to select who we want to do the review. So I'm going to click here, and I'm going to go Justin, and I'm going to click select. And what happens here is there's something called the duration in days. So basically, it's just saying how long do you want this review to go through. So that's just giving them the opportunity to say when they're going to actually submit and say, okay, we completed this review. And then you have review recurrence. So normally, if you're doing things the right way, you can have your reviews quarterly. It's really good to have it monthly because the emails come in, they're so simple. You just click yes, and it gets your email, you open it up, and then you just do your review. It's literally less than a minute, 2 minutes, but people tend to just oversight this. So we're gonna do this. We'll say, let's give our users a benefit of the doubt. We're gonna do quarterly. The start date, we could do September 20th, 2022, or we could push it out. We'll leave it as that. We could keep it as never ending, or we could end on a specific date. Let's say we wanted to end it on March 15th. We can do that. I'm going to leave it as never ending, or we can say a number of occurrences, and we can say we want it to run 5 times. So there's a lot of different options here. I'm just going to leave it as never, that you can set it up with. And I'm actually going to change this to 3 days. And then I'll say monthly duration in days 3. Cool. So I am also going to tell Azure what I want it to do upon completion of the settings. So one thing I'm going to do is auto apply results to resources. So if you make a change to it, then it's automatically. So if your reviewer says, hey, remove the access, it's going to do it for you, right? But there's also an option here. It says if your reviewers don't respond, no change, remove access, approve access, take recommendations. This is entirely up to your organization that you're in. This, you would probably want to make sure that you're speaking with your obviously the CTO. You have the heads of the business, letting them know exactly what's going on and apply the changes. Because if these changes get applied and people aren't keeping track of it, so then somebody may get removed from a group. It may be an email group or maybe a security group or whatever, and they're not able to function. But you also want to make sure you're doing things that keeping your organization safe and being compliant. But you don't want to be doing too much where you get to a point where you stop somebody from working. But this is for educational purpose. So we're going to say, if they don't respond, hey, oh well, we're going to remove the access. And the end of the review, send notifications to, and I'm just going to say send it to me so I can see and make sure of it. And then you can enable reviewer decision help desk where this says, hey, no signing within the 30 days. And this was what Azure is going to help you out with. They're going to say, oh, okay, let me see what activity is coming here. What's going on with this user that's in this group? This user doesn't have much activity. We recommend getting them out of here. So then there's advanced settings where this is justification required. You can check that off. You can do email notifications as well. Azure AD to send emails to reviewers when the active review starts and to the reviewer owners when a review completes. That sounds great. So we'll do that. And then there's reminders. We'll send emails for in progress active reviews for all reviewers during the midpoint of the review period. So that was that period that we were talking about for over here, where it's talking about the duration in days. So it's just letting you know that reminders are going to come during that duration time. And then additional content reviewers for reviewer emails, you could put anything you want to put in here. It's totally up to you. They'll be seeing it. And then at the end, you click next, and you have to give your review a name. So we'll just say demo review. We're not going to put anything in the description, and then we're going to come down here and we're going to click on create. And there you go. That's about it. You have created your demo review, and you can see right now it says resource group, and it's the billing group, and it hasn't started yet, but it will. But it was created on today. So that's how you create an access review. You could also do it with Teams groups. You could do it with applications and so on and so forth. It's totally up to you, but the process is pretty much the same. And it's also, you want to follow the rules and then regulations within your organization. So that's it. That's the how-to video. I like to keep them short and quick. I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Here at Cloud Scholars, my goal is to get you from scholar to consultant and from consultant to expert. See you next time.